What did Wang Lin do to make you hate him so much? He forced me to do everything without reward, gave me nothing. Master, after this, can you reward me with some female cultivators? After we kill Wang Lin, I will release the soul of Huang Lon so you two can meet again. With a wave of the hand, Hua Lap Quoc vanished. The ancestor resumed cultivating, but suddenly, Wang Lin sensed something unusual and said in surprise, Hua Lap Quoc. Immediately, Wang Lin flew toward the source of the sensation. Upon arrival, his true form's phantom appeared. They began the fusion, and Wang Lin's body became glowing red and white. In an instant, his right hand smashed into the ground. Boom! A thunderous explosion rang out. Then Wang Lin shouted, Giant demon ancestor, come out. As he finished, the ancestor flew up from the depths and shouted, Zheng Niu, you're overestimating yourself. Since you seek death, I shall grant it. He then charged at Wang Lin. At the moment of collision, Wang Lin countered with a punch. Boom! They separated but immediately resumed fighting, exchanging blows in midair. In this fierce battle, Wang Lin and the ancestor fought without mercy. Eventually, the ancestor was knocked back, shocked at Wang Lin's body strength. Furious, the ancestor roared, You forced me to use immortal power. Prepare to die. He unleashed a full-strength strike, characteristic of a peak-level cultivator. Facing the incoming giant axe, a massive phantom appeared behind Wang Lin, also holding an enormous axe. The two weapons collided. Boom! Energy waves exploded. The ancestor was blasted away, spitting blood. Then, he drew his immortal sword. Inside it, Hua Lap Quoc laughed. Wang Lin, your grandpa Hua, is here. As he finished, the immortal sword flew forward. But just as it neared Wang Lin, he formed a hand seal. Instantly, the sword changed direction. It struck the giant demon ancestor, slicing off his arm before he could react. Furious, the ancestor screamed, Hua Lap Quoc, I will extract your soul and refine it. I won't let you go. You brat. How can you compare with your grandpa Hua? Master, how was that? I did well, right? Yes, you did. Once we kill him, I'll send you to the outer battlefield to absorb wandering souls and strengthen your power. Wang Lin, like lightning, charged with the immortal sword, slashing at the enemy, not allowing him to escape. Unfortunately, the ancestor dodged. Suddenly, he stopped at a cliff, pulled out a long staff, and shouted, Wang Lin, this place will be your grave. A sea of black fire erupted across 1,000 feet and condensed into a monstrous beast charging at Wang Lin. Wang Lin slashed with his immortal sword, but the beast quickly regenerated. Coldly, Wang Lin shouted, Soul Banner, come forth. From the sky, the Soul Banner appeared. A fierce-looking demon flew out, followed by thousands of soul devourers charging at the beast. Boom! The beast was torn apart and devoured. Simultaneously, spirit ropes flew out, binding the giant demon ancestor, surrounding him with countless wandering souls. Furious, the ancestor shouted, I, the 67th generation disciple of the giant demon tribe, will use our ancestors' relics to resolve this catastrophe. A beam of light shot up from a distant mountain. A giant axe slowly rose. Grabbing it, the ancestor's body shone brightly, breaking the spirit ropes. Then he roared, Even if I perish today, I will drag you down with me. As an immense power condensed, Wang Lin remained calm. Raising his hand, golden light spread, and the immortal sword appeared. From afar, the ancestor yelled, Die! A giant mace fell from the sky. As it neared, Wang Lin shouted, Soul Banner, come. The banner appeared overhead, releasing eerie beams of light. Boom! The attack was blocked, energy blasting outward. The ancestor's body was enveloped in red light as he screamed in agony. When the light faded, he was seen fleeing, coughing blood. Will the ancestor survive or fall to Wang Lin? Stay tuned for episode 91 on our 3D animation YouTube channel to find out. Goodbye and see you next time. At the end of episode 148, after Xiao Yan was told about the pure lotus demon fire by the old pharmacist, he immediately went to the ancient clan with his teammates. However, as soon as he arrived, Xiao Yan was troubled by the name Ling Quan, and it was only thanks to the invitation that the four of them were able to easily enter the ancient city. At this time, Xiao Yan's body was already in an extremely large courtyard, and now, the two of them were surrounded by a pale yellow barrier, and in front of Xiao Yan was the strong-built third commander Yang Hao. Looking at each other, a verbal battle between Xiao Yan and that guy immediately took place. And then after a while, what had to happen happened. Looking at Xiao Yan, Yang Hao shouted loudly, "Today, this commander must see if there is anything unpredictable about this pill assembly champion." As soon as he finished speaking, the battle chi on his body violently erupted, and the strong wind also erupted. Stomping his feet on the ground, the phantom images of a python and a golden dragon immediately appeared and roared. Without any delay, the other person dragged two ferocious beasts with huge bodies and charged straight towards Xiao Yan and fiercely attacked him. Facing the powerful attack, Xiao Yan immediately used the 3000 Thunder movement to lightly dodge Yang Hao, who was charging towards him. For a moment, in the middle of the arena, only the shadows of the two people continuously flashed by, their speed extremely terrifying. However, no matter how fiercely Yang Hao pursued, he still could not catch up to Xiao Yan, who was like a flying lightning bolt. Even during the pursuit, when Yang Hao's punch missed the beat, Xiao Yan lightly dodged and then gave him a kick that sent his opponent flying far away. At this point, Yang Hao was furious. He immediately roared and unleashed his powerful strength. A phantom hand seal also appeared. Immediately, as his hand moved, the hand seal also gradually changed, appearing layer upon layer, becoming more and more powerful. When his hand seal had completely condensed all of its energy, his thunderous shout echoed throughout this place. With a boom, following his hand, the hand seal silently struck towards Xiao Yan, who was silently standing below. When the hand seal got closer, Xiao Yan chuckled lightly, and his hand also hurriedly struck out one hand seal after another. Immediately after, behind Xiao Yan, a stream of flames that was like a tornado suddenly condensed, turning into a huge ring of fire that hovered behind Xiao Yan. At the moment of collision, there was only a loud bang. The hand seal that had just struck was broken by the flames, and the energy flew everywhere. At the same time, the circle of fire behind Xiao Yan also expanded violently, as if it wanted to burn the entire place. At that moment, even the ground was cracked by the heat of the flames, and the void also cracked piece by piece, and waves of vibrations continuously rang out, causing the spectators outside to be frightened. At this point, Xiao Yan also wanted to end the match. At this moment, his voice roared, and as he spoke, Xiao Yan's hand also formed a seal. When his hand stopped, the ground exploded loudly, and immediately, a column of fire like a hurricane shot straight up into the sky, and like a roaring fire dragon, charged straight towards Yang Hao. Then, there was a boom, and the smoke and flames covered the person, and the vibrations spread throughout the arena. After a while, the strange phenomenon slowly subsided. The other person's body was sent flying out of the arena. Duong Hao's charred face slowly appeared in the middle of the square.